Hi guys, Debbie from Resin Hut here. Yesterday I did the 6-inch naked lady mold for a customer. Unfortunately I can't show you it, but it is in the video that I did yesterday. As the 7-inch and the 6-inch that I did for the customer, I've already shipped it off to her, but it was pretty much similar to that, obviously, but on a bigger scale. The grey one, I didn't want it to be such a contrast with the marble. I wanted it to be slightly lighter, so I did a lot more sort of when you put your Jesmonite in, you have to bounce it. I did a lot more of that on the 7-inch to sort of get it to mix in a little bit more, and it actually came out really I was very impressed with it. It did take, the 7-inch mold does take just under 1.1 liters, so it's a lot. And I was extremely nervous when I did it. Unfortunately, I didn't film that one. Right. Anyway, I won't carry on. Today I'm going to do another mold of the 6-inch naked lady. I have a customer who not really that keen on the black and white marble effect nor the grey. So I suggested maybe try the blue and see what it comes out like. I absolutely love the blue and white marble effect. I just think it's absolutely stunning. You may not know, but I absolutely love grey. That's one of my favorite colors. But my second, very close second, is blue. So anyway, I won't carry on, and don't want to bore you. Today what I've done, I've obviously measured a lot less than what I did. I'm hoping that it's going to be enough to do this mold. I'm still finding it difficult to try and work out the ratio, because as you know, Jesmonite, really easy. Fill the mold up, whatever that is, add a little bit extra, and voila, you've got how much you need to use per mold. Jesmonite, another story, because as you know, Jesmonite, you've got the powder and you've got the liquid, so it doesn't necessarily add up the same, and the weight ratio is different. I mean, I've found this to be it's almost like a heavy water. It's quite a thick liquid. Anyway, so today what I've done, I've got 600 powder and 240 of the liquid. I've already added 20 drops of the Jesmonite colouring into the white, because Jesmonite is not white, it is more of a creamy colour, so I don't want it to be sort of too blended in. I want it to really stick out, and the white to be quite, not vibrant, but just better than like a beige. So I've put 20 drops into there. I won't bore you while I mix it, but what I will be doing is mixing it all. As soon as I've mixed it, I'll be right back. Hi guys, right, so I'm back. I was going to do a different technique with my mixing colors, but because of the amount that I'm working with this Jesmonite, I'd rather just stick to what I normally do. So that's mixed up. I've put a little bit of it in there, the Jesmonite. I'm going to just add the blue until I get the color I like. So let's do 10 drops for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Right, let's just see if that's quite a nice blue. Okay, just a couple more drops, I think. Oh dear, I've gonna drop that. The only times I've done that, guys, where I've actually dropped this piece in, always makes me laugh every time I do that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15 altogether, guys. So I want quite a nice difference between the blue and the, it won't be completely white because I haven't put a lot of white drops in there. So just wet wipe quickly. I normally just put the things onto the wet wipe so they don't go all of over my worktop. And once again, I haven't brought up my beater from the kitchen. Keep forgetting. Oh dear. Right, let's add this blue to it. So, right, it's actually still a little bit lighter than what I wanted. I wanted it more of a darker blue. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to put a few of the drops directly into this once I've mixed this around a little bit. So let's give it a go, shall we? Right, get the last bit out. Yeah, that's still quite a light blue. Obviously, you know, you're mixing a lot of this blue in with quite a big amount of the creamy white. So let's add some more. What do we say? Should we say 10? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 12. Right, there you go. And then we're just going to do that just to mix it together. Right, I don't want to mix it too much. I do want to get the distinct colours between. Right guys, so same as what I did in the other video, I'm going to pour about 1/3 into this and then just bang it to bring the bubbles up. Let's do that. Yeah, that's about 1/3. Yeah, I've brought it to the top, and then should I turn this around like this? Pour from the other side as well. Yeah, I see this. I think it's still going to be quite a bit left over, but this time I've prepped myself, and I've got my molds on the other table ready to go. What I find when you do this as well, it does also help get into all the little crevices, and especially I've found with this mold, just under the armpits, you sometimes get, even with the resin, you get a little bit of an air bubble, and well, it just doesn't mold properly, shall we say, and it's quite disappointing, because if you've got a big hole underneath the armpits, it just looks awful. So that's another reason why I quite like Jesmonite, because you can do this and encourage it to go under the armpits, hopefully. I always worry with these bigger ones. Right, so it has gone down a little bit more. Let's just do that. Doesn't take much for this liquid to start going hard, that's for sure. Right, there you go. And that's it, guys. So I will be back in a millisecond for you, but I'll be back in about half an hour to unmold this, and hopefully it's all come out all right. So see you in a millisec. Hi guys, I just wanted to show you something quickly while the mold was, or the Jesmonite was going hard. I've just taken this out of the remaining in my jug, and as you can see, it's really going hard already. If you can get it off the internet, or basically wherever you're buying it from, there is a product that you can buy that actually extends the Jesmonite, so it gives you a little bit more time to play with it. I've written it down somewhere because my memory is atrocious, but it basically, instead of you having about 10 minutes from the time you've finished, it actually gives you up to 20 minutes to half an hour, and it's literally a few drops in it. But what I wanted to show you, obviously I've left it too late now to actually show you, in all honesty, but when I first took this out and started rolling it, it was almost like putty. That's the only way I can explain it. If you did sort of have this liquid that you can put into the Jesmonite, you would have a lot more time to mess around with it and play with it. I mean, you can see this is, it's pretty much gone hard already. But what I do want to try in future videos, after I have, like I said, I have ordered it, I've just got to wait for it to be delivered, is you could quite easily use this to mold. So you could actually, you know, I like my art in that, but I'm not quite artsy, shall we say, when it comes to being able to mold a figurine or something like that. I would find it quite difficult. But if you are that way inclined, and you do like working with clay for argument's sake, and you really, you enjoy it, this is definitely something that you should look into. I mean, all I did was just roll it into not even a proper ball, but I just wanted to give you the idea of, if you were thinking of, oh, what else can I do with Jesmonite? definitely molding, but you would definitely need to get the liquid. I will try and look for it and put it in the comment below just to give you the name of it. But I know that if you type in, because that's how I found out a few months ago, I just typed in liquid to extend Jesmonite, and it came up with a few things. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I know it's just a round ball, etc., but I just found that quite it really shocked me, because, you know, I never thought, oh, you know, you can obviously mold resin, and you can, you know, make bowls out of it and little trays out of it. And where I thought, I wonder if you could do it with this. And I mean, this Jesmonite was the product of the year, I think, in 2000, I could be wrong, guys, 2016 or 2018. It was actually product of the year at the trade fair. And a lot of the artists, they're absolutely amazing artists, and they were molding it. So I thought, well, you must be able to mold this like you do with resin. That's why I didn't put all of it into another mold. I wanted to see if I could just quickly roll it out into the ball. But yeah, I mean, I think it's quite clever. Really lovely. I mean, obviously this has got, you can see there's like cracks in it, things like that. But anyway, I won't carry on, guys. I will see you in a few secs when I take the mold out. Thanks. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm just going to quickly pop on another pair of gloves. I've got to put my gloves on. The one thing I learned very quickly with Jesmonite is it shouldn't stain at this point, but if you are working with Jesmonite, obviously it is still messy, shall we say. Right, so again, I've just taken the tape off of it. I haven't opened it as yet. I have noticed just at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, there was a little bit of looked like a tiny little bit of a leak, so I might just have a small line there. So let's give this a go and see what happens. Right, so yeah, it is a little bit of a leak at the bottom. It's not too serious though. Right. Okay. Right, and there she is. So yeah, I like the two-toned blue. It just seemed to be a little bit of the darker blue up here and then just around here. So next time, oh, and a little bit down here as well, which is quite nice. I think next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe put a few drops in. I'll halve it out, put a few drops in the middle, and then pour a bit more of the mixture on top, and then put the lighter blue on top of that, so it'll be more mixed. As you can see here, don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you can see where it's just, my tape was obviously not tight enough here, and it just, I'll bring it up closer so you can see. So it's just a line here, but that's really minor. I mean, you can see all the way up. The one thing I have found with these molds, I mean, they are absolutely amazing molds, is they don't seem to line up. So if you sort of line it up perfect on the outside, I always get it like a torch and I shine it on the inside. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but you might be able to. It doesn't line up on the inside, so I tend to do obviously the inside first, lining it up, and it's always slightly off. But obviously when you put the tape on, sometimes it pushes it in. But like I said, it's really minor things. It's nothing that a little bit of sanding won't get rid of. I think it was the 7-inch one where I had a small leak. I didn't bring my tape all the way down to the bottom, and I got ever so slightly. It's not quite as bad as when you're working with resin, because you know it's going to continuously leak for hours, where with Jesmonite I just held the mold for about 5 minutes. It stopped because it was already hardening, so that's the one advantage. But you can see up here as well, I've obviously not got it perfectly lined up. There is a line sort of going all the way down, but again, a little bit of sanding. I did the light grey one, I did a sand. I actually only used, I think it was just the 120 and the 220 mold. Sorry, put my brain back into my skull. I just did the 120 sanding with the 220 sanding, and I did that by hand. I didn't use my electric sander, and I just then got a polish and then just put it onto my polish machine and just polished it up, and it came up beautifully. There was no lines, there was nothing was showing. So I'm going to do that with this one as well. Obviously I'll do all of that before I show the customer and see if she's happy with it. But yeah, I think she's come up beautiful. I absolutely love the darker blue, how the darker blues come out. Really, really pretty. Just gives it a lovely contrast. And there was a little bit of dark blue here as well. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. Really happy with that. Guys, I hope you found this insightful and useful to you, and it helps you. What I'm going to do, if I do this mold again, I'm going to try what one of my colleagues on Devil Dolls custom website, Facebook page. There's a there's a whole lot of us that just sort of throw ideas and things like that, and are showing her a few of my pieces. And she said she heard somewhere, she can't remember where, that how you measured the Jesmonite for a mold is you would fill it up. If you've got 300, you would then times it by 1.75, and that would give you the amount that you need. So if that's correct, I'm just having a look at my paperwork. Yeah, so that would work out to 525. So obviously 2.5 of that would be the powder, and the 1 would be the liquid to get it up to the 525. So I'm going to give that a go next time. I might just make it up to maybe 550, just in case, and see how it goes. But yeah, I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you have any advice, if you've been working with Jesmonite for a long time and can give me a little bit of advice on certain things, please, I really welcome that. It definitely helps me to improve what I'm doing. Otherwise, guys, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and I hope to see you all soon again. Bye.